30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no reason.
Coach, thank you. It is a beautiful night here in Southeast Texas, and the roof is open at NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Set, ready, 10 logo. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I got you. I got you.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Ready? 30 base. 41 Mike. I'm here all day. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Jumper, 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 jumper. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Hey, exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now here's Ross. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 5-yard line. Ready. 10-2, son. 59, Mike to 59. Check. Check 52. 61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
55. Check 55, Mike. So don't say nothing.
Smooth.
55, Mike.
Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is lost, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Let's go now. 50, play. Hey! Hey, you got 3 hands. No.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work his way down to the 16. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Go!
Coming this way. Here we go. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Go!
Hey, check motion man.
Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Hey, Delta!
55. All day, every day.
Ready, go!
Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Too low, Captain.
2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now it's Miller. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over.
Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Look at me. Go.
To throw on second down. Daniels. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first down carry now for Miller. He juked him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Cincinnati.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Set 41. Defense wins championships, baby. Wide, get wide.
Pilot, 64, weak. Leo.
I got this.
Leap him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Let's get two.
Looking to throw on second down. Rushing. Got a man open. It's Ross. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And the Bengal first down.
Ready to break.
55. Hey, eat. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go.
Motion. Reset.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Snap.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Bam. Hey, Charlie. 5.
To throw on second down. Rushing. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, high 7.
55. Hey, watch the slant.
Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Rushing. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. The 20. And this will be a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Here we go. Two times. Three down. Mike 41.
Let's go.
Throwing after the interception. Rushing. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the run.
Now a handoff looking right. 11 yards there, just like last play. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Back to throw. Rushing. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Check 24, check 24.
6'6", bullet high. Hey, orbit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Deuce.
80 weapons.
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. Mike 55. I'm coming for you. You mine. Shit.
Ready.
From the gun, rushing, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got
Go.
Looking to throw. Rushing. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Get him.
Snap.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Ross on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, rushing. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
A gain of 36 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Ready, ready.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, let's get this. Check 50.
Hey.
Check 55.
Get it.
Back to throw. Rushing. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's coming, double up.
Hey, Haywood. Go on.
Check.
Hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rushing. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Rushing. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rushing. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Rushing. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Switch.
22 jet bombers. Bravo.
55.
Hard.
On 4th down, rushing. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yes.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. They can't hang with that.
Hey, exit. Get it.
From the gun, Daniels looking deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, D. Switch.
Smooth. Hey, lock it. You're out. Hit it.
To throw on second down. Rushing. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go.
Slam. Check.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 96 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
General West.
Check 41.
Off the play fake. Rushing. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Looking to throw. Rushing. And able to find Green. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
6-6. Pull it high. Go. Mike, 55. Hey, seam 6. Look at me. Go. Tight go.
2nd and 14. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Leo, go.
I'm coming for you, son. He's coming. We got double up.
80 weapon.
Check the backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Hey, Charlie. Look at me.
To throw on 3rd down. Rushing. Throw left side, complete to Ross. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You may want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's good for the Texans. First down. 1st and 10.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Daniels completes it to Miller. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On the ground, this is Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Go!
They keep it with Miller on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Bengals' 49-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
I got 86, I got 86. I got 49, check 49, check 49.
X3, 218, chopper.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, my 7.
On 4th down, Daniels. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
First down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
70, Indy.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
So this one in the win column now.